it's Chi-Town, it's Bears on the flight. Let me go tune in to Keek on the mic. He gon' make sure we get our news and highlights. When you get on YouTube, you better hit the likes.
Bears fans, the football gods finally answered our prayers as the Chicago Bears offense finally came to life, putting up 24 points in a huge win over the Los Angeles Rams. Hey, what's going on, Bears fans? Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of Keek on the Mic, the podcast all about the Chicago Bears. As always, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification to catch all Bears content right here on the podcast. Bears fans, make sure you also do me a huge favor, but also hit the like button on today's episode of Keek on the Mic. Bears fans, we have so much to discuss. After that huge win over the Los Angeles Rams, where the Bears now sit at 2-2, and to me, that was a must-win for the Chicago Bears, and the offense finally came to life. Obviously, all week long, we talked about how the offensive leaders, were calling out Shane Waldron, saying, hey, stop tiptoeing around us, actually coach us, and coach us hard, right? Be tough on us. We want you to be a coach, want us to take us to the next level, right? We're not a Pop Warner football team, and this offense definitely answered the bell. Obviously, I just want to give a couple of shout outs as we go through this huge win over the Los Angeles Rams. First and foremost, before we talk about a little bit more about the offense and what I really loved, and I'm going to break down some tape as well on today's episode of Keek on the Mic, we got to give a couple of shout outs to some people on the Chicago Bears defense as well. First and foremost, Gervon Dexter is having a hell of a season so far. He had his third sack in 4 games for the Chicago Bears defense. His pass rush win rate is absolutely insane. He is exactly what Matt Eberflus and the Chicago Bears defense needs. If anyone really knows what it takes, to have a successful defense, especially when you're looking at Matt Eberflus, he's depending on that 3 technique D tackle. He is definitely a step above of a guy like Justin Jones. He is definitely having a breakout year so far. And I think if he can continue to get better, which I believe he will, this Chicago Bears defensive line is only going to continue to get better. Gervon Dexter is only going to continue to get better as well. So huge shout out to Gervon Dexter for the way that he has been playing. He seems like he's unblockable right now. So huge shout out to him. Jaquan Brisker as well. Jaquan Brisker was all over the field yesterday. He had a sack on Matthew Stafford. Obviously, he had an interception early in the game, but he didn't reestablish positioning on the football field when he intercepted him the first time. Obviously, he had the game-sealing interception. He's making tackles in the box. Jaquan Brisker is also having a really, really good season. Another young guy that's going to continue to get better. So huge shout out to Ryan Poles of being able to land Gervon Dexter and Jaquan Brisker. Once again, Montez Sweat having another really good game as well. Had a strip sack on Matthew Stafford as well on yesterday's win over the Rams that led to the Chicago Bears' first 7 points of the game by Roschon Johnson. And of course, Darrell Taylor as well. The pressure that he continues to produce on the Chicago Bears defensive line. Once again, we only got him for a 6th round pick. And he definitely was a huge reason why Matthew Stafford threw that final interception to Jaquan Brisker that ended the game. So once again, huge shout out to the Chicago Bears defense, only giving up 18 points. There's still some areas that I wish they can play better in, right? Sometimes the run defense looks a little bit spotty at times, but they definitely have the bend but don't break mentality. And to me, I still look at them as a top 10 unit in the National Football League. So let's go ahead and go over to the offense side of the football. And before I go any further, I want to first off apologize to DeAndre Swift. Obviously, a lot of Bears fans, including myself, were kind of disgruntled with DeAndre Swift. We paid him a whole lot of money, 3 years, $24 million to come and be, the starting running back of the Chicago Bears, and things just weren't looking good. It looked like he lacked vision. It just looked like he was lost out there, right? But after this week, players were getting called out, not only by Shane Waldron, but obviously the players are calling out Shane Waldron as well. And it seems like he finally answered the call, and he absolutely went off yesterday. 16 rushes for 93 yards, also had a rushing touchdown. He also had 7 receptions for 72 yards as well. DeAndre Swift, that was like a welcome to Chicago moment. I am definitely happy for the guy. Sometimes it takes you getting called out to really answer the bell. So hopefully this is things that we can look forward to moving forward with DeAndre Swift. I still think he's an excellent running back. I do love the fact that Shane Waldron was mixing in Roschon Johnson as well. I think that's a perfect 1-2 punch. Obviously, Khalil Herbert didn't get a lot of playing time. He didn't get any playing time on the offense yesterday. He was on special teams as a kick returner. But I'm also fine with DeAndre Swift and Roschon Johnson being that 1-2 punch. But huge shout out to DeAndre Swift for the way that he played. Now let's go ahead and talk about Caleb Williams, because once again, he took another huge step forward for the Chicago Bears yesterday. First and foremost, his ability against the blitz. Caleb Williams completed just 44% of his passes versus blitz the first couple of weeks of the season. Yesterday, he had an 8 of 9 for 75 yards and a touchdown versus the blitz. That tells you, first and foremost, that Caleb Williams is progressing at a high rate. Obviously, Shane Waldron did a really good job of keeping him ahead of the sticks, keeping him in a rhythm. Just making things really comfortable for Caleb Williams. And once again, when you're talking about progress, let's go ahead and look at Caleb Williams' passer rating as well by week this season. Week 1, he had a 55.7. Week 2, he had a 51. At week 3, he had an 80.8. And in yesterday's win against the Los Angeles Rams, he had 106.6. Once again, that is the kind of progress you want to see. And once again, I absolutely love the balance. And the loss against the Indianapolis Colts, he threw 52 times. Obviously, he had 363 yards passing, 2 passing touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. It was a really good day for Caleb Williams. He had his ups and downs, but overall, I think we saw progression there. But to me, I love the balance that Shane Waldron showed in his offense yesterday in the win over the Los Angeles Rams. To me, 17 for 23, 157 yards, 8 passing touchdowns, no interceptions is a perfect balance. And obviously, the way that the Bears ran the football yesterday was perfect. That's how, to me, you win football games. You want to have that good balance, and they definitely showed that balance as well. So once again, the Bears offense wasn't perfect, but I think them getting called out, they definitely answered the bell. I think for both sides, I think there was an open communication between Shane Waldron and obviously the players on the offense. Obviously, we talked about how Shane Waldron got called out. Apparently, Shane Waldron, before the Rams game, actually called out some of the guys on offense as well. So this is what DJ Moore actually had to say about Shane Waldron calling people out. He said he had people get called out if you wasn't doing your stuff. That goes a long way because you don't want to be on that list. We're all grown men. We all don't want to be on that tape just as much as if you were a little kid on that tape playing football. You don't want to let your buddy down. So that's all it was. Once again, Shane Waldron is holding people accountable. Obviously, Shane Waldron, to me, is an upgrade over Luke Getsy. He wasn't showing that over the first 3 weeks of the season, but yesterday was a huge step forward, not only for Shane Waldron, but Caleb Williams and the entirety of the Chicago Bears offense. Even the offensive line. Of course, the offensive line had their struggles. Pre-snap penalties, holding calls, right? I think the Bears had 10 plus penalties. So it wasn't a good day in terms of penalties for the offensive line. But overall, even the offensive line did a lot better job of blocking. Once again, on that 36-yard scramble by DeAndre Swift, it was really good blocking. On that touchdown throw to DJ Moore from Caleb Williams, he had time to throw, right? So when you give your quarterback time to throw, when you open up lanes for your running back, good things happen. Obviously, you saw when the running game got going, that made things more comfortable for Caleb Williams. Once again, Bears fans, I'll say this until I'm blue in the face. If the Chicago Bears can continue getting the running game going and the offense can continue to find this rhythm and do it at a high level, this Bears football team, to me, can compete against anybody, even though Minnesota's 4-0, even though Green Bay's still looking good, even though Detroit Lions are really good. I think they can compete against anyone because I have that much faith in the Chicago Bears defense. To me, they are a top 10 unit in the National Football League. Now, the offense just needs to carry their weight. Yesterday was prime example of the Chicago Bears offense holding their weight, holding their end of the stick, right? And it's an unwritten rule to me is that as long as the Bears offense can score 20 plus points, we will have a chance to win because I feel like the Bears defense is that good. So once again, Bears fans, before I let you guys go, I do want to break down some of my favorite plays from yesterday's win over the Los Angeles Rams. Just break down some tape for you guys. First and foremost, let's go ahead and break down this throw by Caleb Williams, his touchdown pass to DJ Moore. Just look at the calmness in the pocket by Caleb Williams here. Obviously, the pocket is collapsing. He throws an absolute missile to DJ Moore. Incredible catch by DJ Moore as well there, getting both feet down. But once again, these are the type of things that we weren't seeing from our quarterback over the past couple of seasons. I mean, this is a big-time throw. This is a big-time throw from Caleb Williams. Obviously, he missed a throw to DJ Moore at the end of the first half. That could have been an easy touchdown. Just didn't throw enough touch on that pass, threw a missile instead. Obviously, he went to the sideline, sat down with DJ Moore and Keenan Allen, showed good leadership, said, hey, I got you next time. That was on me. They communicated. In the second half, he threw a perfect ball to DJ Moore to give DJ Moore his first touchdown pass of the year. That was probably one of my favorite plays of the day. He also threw a very nice pass over the middle to Cole Kmet as well. I mean, once again, those are plays that we weren't seeing from our quarterback over the past couple of years. I'm just throwing with conviction. Looked really comfortable. Once again, when you give Caleb Williams time, or when you give any quarterback time, good things happen. So that was another big play in the game. And then once again, when you're looking at this play by DeAndre Swift as well, just look at the blocking. Once again, Braxton Jones, even Coleman Shelton getting to the second level, and then DeAndre Swift does the rest. DeAndre Swift is at his best when he gets to the second level. Once again, huge shout out by Coleman Shelton and Braxton Jones actually doing their job there. Obviously, Cole Kmet had a really good chip block on this play as well. Once again, getting the running game going. Good downhill running. And once again, this is another play. Huge shout out to Shane Waldron. Once again, it's nothing crazy. It's first and goal, 1 yard line. They bring in Doug Kramer as a fullback, I formation, and they do tough downhill running. This is exactly what he should have did in last week's loss against Indianapolis Colts. He learned from his mistakes. I formation, Doug Kramer, Roschon Johnson. Roschon Johnson's always going forward. The easiest touchdown of the Bears' life. So once again, huge shout out to Shane Waldron for answering the call. Being called out's never easy either way. But both Shane Waldron and the rest of the Chicago Bears offense answered the call, and they got a huge win, 24-18 against the Los Angeles Rams. And once again, now they have another winnable game coming up against the Carolina Panthers. Now I'm looking for consistency. Now we can't take a step back, right, Bears fans? We need to take a step forward, continue to run the football, keep that run-pass balance, keep Caleb Williams comfortable, and once again, keep being aggressive. Let Caleb Williams loose, right? Caleb Williams has a really good arm. Caleb Williams, you need to be able to trust Caleb Williams to make good decisions as well, which to me, whenever you're able to play turnover-free football, obviously good things happen for you, right? So in the 2 games that the Bears have won, Caleb Williams didn't turn over the football, right? So just make things comfortable for him. Continue to get Cole Kmet and hopefully Gerald Everett involved as well. Use those tight ends to your advantage. But overall, it was a good step forward. No, Bears fans, it was not perfect, but it was a good step forward for Shane Waldron and the Chicago Bears offense. So Bears fans, once again, Bears are 2-2. It's a good day. As always, when you guys come to the channel, I'm going to go ahead and play the Claws Up Chicago Bears hype song. Every time the Chicago Bears win, come to my channel. I'll play the Claws Up song. And after that song ends, make sure you comment down below in the comment section and let me know your grade for the Chicago Bears offense and Caleb Williams in yesterday's 24-18 win over the Los Angeles Rams. But other than that, make sure you continue to hit that subscribe button and the bell notification to catch all Bears content right here on the podcast. Make sure you follow me on all my social media platforms. And make sure you share this episode of Geek on the Mic with every single Bears fan that you know. But other than that, be back for our all-new Bears podcast right here on Geek on the Mic. Thanks, guys. And as always, bear down.
In your mom, get to the back.
Bears fans, throw your claws up. Midway monsters, yeah, we all up. Bear down, that's for all us. Let me see you do your thing, throw your claws up. Bears fans, throw your claws up. Midway monsters, yeah, we all up. Bear down, that's for all us. Let me see you do your thing, throw your claws up. NFC North, we the hardest out our section. When you hear that bear down, you better get the steppin'. Light it up with us, you gon' think we use them hit sticks. Feel like Jalen Johnson take this beat for a pick 6. Cali to Chi-Town, it's Bears on the flight. Let me go tune in to Keek on the mic. He gon' make sure we get our news and highlights. When you get on YouTube, you better hit the likes. Matt Forte, Walter Payton. They sweat me like I'm Tez, cause I'm all pro in the making. So tell me why they hating. We about to take over, they gon' feel what I'm saying. We really back and we ripped off the script. Feeling like Hester when I pop off these kicks. They just mad they ain't pop off like this. We are the Bears and you know what it is. Oh yeah, Bears fans, throw your claws up. Midway monsters, yeah, we all up. Bear down, that's for all us. Let me see you do your thing, throw your claws up. Bears fans, throw your claws up. Midway monsters, yeah, we all up. Bed down, that's for all us. Let me see you do your thing, throw your claws up.
You ain't bout it, you ain't bout it, you ain't kick on the mic. You ain't bout it, you ain't bout it, you ain't kick on the mic. You can go and subscribe, cause I be on it right. You ain't bout it, you ain't bout it, you ain't kick on the mic.